Impress is a medium to long length, heavily layered style. Let's take a look at this color though, this Pastel Blonde Rooted. This is the first time I've seen this color on a style, and I have seen the Pastel Blonde Mix, which is very close to this base color, but without a root. So what you're going to find is a pearl platinum base on this. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, but you will also see some honey and some ash, a lighter ash blonde in there as well. So overall, I think this is neutral, leaning on the cool side, even though there's a little bit of warmth in there from the honey. And then that root is very nicely done. It's a light to medium brown root. It's more ashy in tone. I really love the bang area on this Impress. It's about 6 inches, so it's going to come down to about the bottom part of my lip on that first layer, and it kind of feathers back. You could put a full bang into this or a shorter side bang. It's very easy to wear and it's very manageable around the face. I did measure it from the crown to the tip of the hair in the back. It's between 17 and 18 inches. That's a combination of a 16-inch crown layer and a 10-inch nape layer. Then we do have a 10-inch layer here on the sides, which gives it a nice tapered texture all the way down. It weighs about 4 ounces and it's a completely open cap. Open top, sides, and back. Now what it does have though, and I'll show you when I show you the cap, is a dime size amount of monofilament right at the crown. I used to think that a monofilament crown was kind of useless and without function, but what I've come to realize on the styles that have it, that the little indentation that they make, that monofilament makes right there at the crown, it gives a nice natural look because natural human hair kind of grows out in all directions from that crown. And if you happen to be taller than me, which most people are, you might catch a little bit of a glimpse of scalp right there at the top. The fibers on Impress are extremely fine, like spun silk, honestly. They're fine and they're on the drier side. And they just float effortlessly on a breeze. That lends to some beautiful, delicate movement. The density on this is extremely light. A beautiful light density combined with a finer fiber denier and all of this delicate layering just really add to this beautiful movement and this easy breezy appeal. I think this would make a beautiful wig for summer. If you don't like to go to those shorter styles in the summertime, this would be a nice one to wear because it is extremely cool with all the open wefts. Lots of styling options on this one, plus the fact that it's very lightweight and has a beautiful density. It has a lot of permatease on the top. You're going to find thick permatease starting from the beginning of the cap all the way back through the crown. And then it really kind of tapers off down through the sides and very, very little, if any, here at the nape. So, and I love that about this wig because you can get some height and some volume on the top. And you can really pinch out a lot of that beautiful texture that these layers are giving you. Now when it comes, it's very tightly bound to that cap. You're really going to have to get in there if you plan to keep the style and swirl around and loosen that permatease, because that permatease is really thick there on the top and you need to set it free by just swirling around, getting some air into it. Here's an inside look at the cap for Impress. So as stated, we do have a fully open cap design. You'll find your open tracks there at the top. It has a nice velvet layer there at the front. This makes it very comfortable to wear. And right at the hairline, there's a little bit of a weft there, a little bit of permatease just to obscure that hairline. There's a closed ear tab, velvet ear tab, and an extended velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. Lots of wefting here. This is a very well-made cap. One thing that you'll realize on this cap, and is true with a lot of the new Changes collection, the cap fits normal average. So if you are always concerned about the Ellen Wille maybe being a little bit too snug, they really have done a nice job on these to accommodate that average circumference. There's a lot of stretch on this style, and I had to cinch it in quite a bit to fit my petite average circumference. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it would be comfortable for a large circumference, but I would certainly recommend it for average and possibly average large. So for the styling segment for Impress, I just really want to bring out all of this layering, maybe do a couple of designs that'll help keep you cool in the summertime. But you can just see how delicate this style is. Beautiful, fine, drier fibers. You're just going to be the babe of the beach. Glasses fit very nicely between the ear and the ear tab. Don't think you'd have any problem with sunglasses or everyday glasses. Let's see how much height we can get on the top. One thing on an open cap style too is that you can part it wherever you want. Thanks again for joining me today for this review of the new Ellen Wille's Impress in the color Pastel Blonde Rooted. Be sure to go out to Wig Studio 1 to look at all of the beautiful colors this style comes in. We'll talk to you next time on TAZSWIG Closet.